Hello, balcony. Welcome. Welcome to the party. Hello, welcome. Welcome. Hello, welcome. I wanted to do a quick reading on Aiden Carney. His birthday is December 26th. And so he's a Capricorn male. And just check in. I'm using a different deck tonight. It's the Adventure Times. They're a little more playful. And we'll see how it goes. I'm not really into like switching decks. I don't mind using other decks for backup, but I like my good old Rider-Waite's. So let's just give this a try. See what Aiden Carney needs to know or what's going on. He has a court date coming up, which the defense is taking the stance of First Amendment. And if I was the prosecutor, I've already said this a lot this week, I would chill out and go, don't worry, Michael's on the list. His name is Michael Fatfinger Morrissey. And he is the strength. He's a Leo card. He's a Leo. So why don't we just check in on Turtleboy, Aiden, and see what's up. And then we will go from there. The Star. Welcome if you're in the balcony. I'm also not going to read these in reverse. The Star. Oh boy. I think that's Jen McCabe too. Yep, it is. Why don't we just leave the rest of the actors out of this? We'll just do this straight for Aiden, or for Turtleboy. So he is the Star. He's a rising star. 10 of Wands. He's feeling like the weight of the world is on him. He did expose all of this. And I get that. 3 of Coins. He's working in a partnership with someone. The Death card, because this isn't technically true crime tarot, I'm just going to use that as the end of a cycle. Oh. 4 of Swords. All right, we're going to use the other deck. We're getting some cards that I think will be better for the other deck. And if you regularly watch this, you know why. If you don't, it's okay. There's nothing to see here, folks. I thought using these cards would be cute, but we were just getting some... Why don't we clear the energy? Let's start this all over again. Okay, we're going to do a reading on Turtleboy. What does he need to know? What's going on? 4 of Pentacles, the Sun, the 8 of Wands. Yeah, he's good. This is just a regular reading. We're going to read these normal. We're not going to read these like they're true crime. The 4 of Pentacles, he is maybe perhaps feeling a little stingy with his money. He has to remember everything's within him. His power is within him. He's the sun. He's bringing all the darkness to the light. He broke the whole Karen Reed case. And if you don't know who he is, he's a kid who lives down in the Canton area, and he did some FOIA requests and completely dropped an atomic bomb on Michael Morrissey's whole game. And he has spent 60 days in jail on bogus charges as well. That's why if I was Michael Morrissey, I would tread pretty lightly with these bogus charges, because I don't think it's going to end very well for you, buddy. He's fighting. He's right in the middle of a battle. We know that. It's a little bit harder to fight, though, when you're fighting like there are no rules and they just make them up as they go. And he's kind of tired. Oh, boy. We have a couple of aces, new beginnings. Wonder what's going on in his life. I just started with the Adventure Time cards. And then we started getting some rest and relaxation. But in True Crime Tarot, it's straight up Dead Boy. So I switched decks. And now we have Jen McCabe. Oh, that might be why he's in a battle. I wouldn't really say it's a battle. He just wants the truth. And I appreciate that. Except I don't know what Jen McCabe's doing here. Why don't we just go with the star? We got it in the last cards too. The star, we're just gonna say that he's a rising star. I wonder if he has any addiction issues. If he's struggling with addiction. Sometimes the star can mean to me addiction because it's like you're seeing stars. He has 2 brand new beginnings. I wonder if he has a baby on the way, or if he knows he is, or it could also be like a new chapter in his life when everything falls apart and all of his charges get dropped, and he should sue the shit out of them. It's the same as, oh, here's the Emperor. So for Aiden, he's grieving. I think that his mother just died, and I don't know how old that is. I did hear that his mom, and by hearing, we're not buddies. I just stalked. That's how I found his birthday. And we have the Emperor. He's up against the darkness. Somehow, the Emperor is also a Taurus, which is a little out of the realm. Usually, our air and fire signs are making the headlines. And he has the Hanged Man. He's hanging around. Yep, here's Jen McCabe again. Queen of Swords. Yeah, he's against... I think he'll be fine, though. He just has to hang tight. He has the Hangman here. Turtleboy, you're all right. You just need to hang tight. And... I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. Tomorrow's Proctor's. I'm going to go back to these little guys. I think they're cute. And they're giving us the same cards. Turtleboy. Oh, you know what we could do? These are just old school. Someone was in, I saw a comment one time about reading regular playing cards. I do that. I just haven't lately. And now I'm looking around and I don't see any. Or I know how to do it, or I've done it before. These are fortune telling cards. You guys haven't seen them before. I've never used them on this, but I just feel like things with, I wonder what the bear means. This is a man, we know that, but the bear is probably like steady, protective, like guarding her home, dependable. And Lily's, he's right in the middle of a battle that isn't really his to fight. It's, I don't know if anyone else is a little concerned, like, if our state governments are this corrupt and we're relying on our federal government, who has been running secret ops programs since at least World War II. Yikes. I wonder if this is his mom. His mom, I don't know if she liked lilies or not, but lilies just came. You got number 15 and 30 and 28. I mean, this is basically just telling him where he is right now. He has to hang tight. He has to wait. He's right in the middle of the battle. He's grieving his mom, I think. I don't know how long ago she died, but grief doesn't really have like a time. It doesn't really understand time. 2 aces or 2 new beginnings. I wonder if he's starting a family or if he's interested in starting a family. This could also be a new beginning for the feds to come in. If he was sitting here, I'd just tell him to hang tight and just stay on course. He's doing fine. I'm not really seeing anything like he's going to go to jail again or anything. I wonder what this bogus... I can't believe he has to go back to court. And we thought Lally was bad. Hold on. I don't have an elastic. We thought Lally was bad. His prosecutor is worse. It's like Massachusetts is really scraping the bottom of the barrel. And So for Turtleboy, just fine. Everything's fine. He needs to tend to his heart. His heart is, he's grieving. Or he's not letting himself grieve. He's really feeling it. I think his mom is here as well. She's representing lilies. And he's bringing the sunshine to the Emperor. The Emperor doesn't really want the sun, I'll tell you that. And neither does this lady. Ugh. Oh, you guys haven't seen it yet. It's still uploading. I don't know what's going on. This is Jen McCabe. So I looked up everyone. If you're in the bleachers, you can see this. I looked up everyone and found their cards because, and I say this in the other reading, John O'Keefe is Temperance. Remember when we had Temperance? If you're watching these back, it might feel like Groundhog Day, but I'll say that because you're going to see it before this goes up. It's been uploading forever. So for Turtleboy, there's not much to report. He needs to tend to his broken heart. He's grieving, and it's very clear. I don't know how you can grieve for a mom. I guess like writer. Oh, I'm a medium. I can help you with that. But everything's fine. Like I'm not seeing any changes. I'm not really seeing any movement. Oh, you know who I want to put on our... Oh, I did put them. The feds. I want to know what's the deal with the feds and what are they waiting when we have all these innocent people. We have Richard Allen. Why aren't the feds running in there? We have BK. Why aren't the feds running in there? We have this. Why aren't the feds running in? And I understand that the feds don't need to rush. I get it. I watch all the law stuff. I just watched like 5 or 6 hours of a lawyer going through the court documents for I don't want to say her name wrong now. I'm really conscientious. Sandra, I don't even have her name written down. She's our little police explorer that they took advantage of. And she just read all the documents. It was like literally 5 or 6 hours, and it was infuriating. Absolutely infuriating. So if you guys feel like getting mad, look into that case. It's infuriating. But you know, I hate to say this, and I know I always bring up World War II. Always, I love it. And if there are any history people in here, I want to join. Like, if you're in a history group, I would love to join. That's exactly what Hitler did, because he knew you had to go to the children. And that's why they had, like, all the same stuff. And all this court, there's a lawyer that I was just watching today. I don't follow her, I just found her. But she was reading the documents. And if you don't like reading them, I don't, personally, but I don't mind if someone reads them to me. There are like 150 open investigations into like the Boy Scouts, any of these like groups of parents being or adults being around kids. And you know, I have a whole nother opinion on that, and I'll just go ahead and tell you. My opinion on that is it's all learned behavior. These are people aren't born thinking about touching little people or kids. They were touched. And that's something that I think as a society, we aren't sensitive enough. I mean, I've been through it. I got it. Like, I'm not talking about this like I haven't been, I've done that. That happened to me. So, but it's a learned behavior. As a society, we aren't helping these people who were violated and whatever by whoever. So then they become offenders and they just don't get the help that they need. I'm not saying anything about them like, oh, we should do anything. I mean, I just think as a society, we have a bigger issue. We have all these adults now just getting caught. They've been doing it forever. And it's all learned behavior, which means they were touched. I don't know if this is really an appropriate conversation to have on here, but I just was thinking about it. And the fact that people are surprised it's happening to the youth. It's like taking a pic, like Hitler talks about it in Mein Kampf. It's a tough book to read. It's very narcissistic, but it's laid out right there. Like you have to get to the children first. So with that, I will love you and leave you. I want to do a reading. I'm going to change my shirt because when I have too many videos with the same shirt on, I can't tell what's what. But I want to see what's going on. Tomorrow, Michael Proctor has his IA, Internal Affairs. Give me a break. Hearing, what are they going to say? We waited until the trial was over and you lost, so now you're going to lose your job. I hope the state police do the right thing. They need to fire at least 5 of those guys. I mean, Buchanan or whatever his name is. So I'm going to love you and leave you. Turtleboy's fine. There's nothing to report. He needs to really actually take care of, he needs to work through some of his grief. It is not what is that word when you're like debilitating? It's not debilitating yet, but if you keep ignoring it, it might be. So I will love you and leave you. It's late, so I love you. Good night. Thanks for coming.